I had, like I said, as an undergraduate, just some horrific experiences with science and professors, mainly older men that would tell me. I had one professor that told me the marriage and family class is down the hall, honey. I was in a physics 2 class, and he said, honey, you're in the wrong class.
We've talked a lot about different structural biases that women face in different aspects of society. Today we're going to talk about specific issues that women face in positions in academia.
So this is coming from a study at Yale University, and they contacted 127 professors at different state schools and private schools around the country, and it's one of the studies where they send out a job application with a certain number of qualifications, and the one thing that they change in the different schools is some get a female name and some get a male name. So perfectly the same qualifications, female or male name, and they found some depressing information coming out of this. So when the professors who were contacted rated the competence of the applicant, they gave an average score of 4 out of 7 for the male and 3.3 out of 7 for the female. They were also more likely to hire the male, and they were willing to offer over $30,000 a year to the male and just $26,500 to the female.
Women are greatly overrepresented in low-paying positions below the tenure track. For example, women are best represented at community colleges where they make lower salaries. Women are not as well represented at higher levels of academia. Additionally, the gender pay gap persists in higher education. As women progress on a tenure track, the pay gap increases.
Research has shown that women generally take longer to advance past the associate professor level. Because of this, women have typically felt that they may not have the same opportunities as men, or that they aren't provided with the same resources.
A number of researchers have tried to determine what causes the inequality in representation within the field of higher education. We applied some of their methods to understand the experiences of 3 Furman professors.
Dr. Elizabeth Smith, a professor in the political science department, shared her experiences.
I will just say generally in the workplace, gender issues it was the first time that it really kind of
struck.
An issue that becomes important among women in higher education is when, if ever, to start their families. Research has shown that women plan families around their desired tenure track. Research has shown that women are less likely to have a family if they wait to start the family after completing the tenure track.
Dr. Angelica Lozano Alonso shared with us her specific experience with planning her family around her career.
I started out my career I went to graduate school right out of undergrad, and so I started here at Furman when I was 28, and so I made a conscious decision to not start my family until once I had tenure.
At Furman, both male and female professors can take parental leave. However, this seems to give male professors a professional advantage over their female counterparts.
men, for example, can take paternity leave, but I have found that often they can get quite a bit of work done, and I think that that's more difficult for women. I've seen one female, maybe, since I've been here that left because she wants to spend more time at home.
The experiences of women faculty members at Furman contradicts what research in the field has shown. All of the women we interviewed felt supported within their departments and felt that they had equal opportunities. However, each professor spoke of difficulties unique to women, such as institutionalized sexism and issues surrounding starting families.
Professor Elizabeth Gordon explained that she's had somewhat of an atypical experience here at Furman, especially compared with her undergraduate experience.
I feel that it's a good place to be. If I would have had this environment as an undergrad, I think I would have done better in my undergrad, in my core courses. But when you're trying to learn this hard material and you're also trying to deal with being a stigma of being different, and then having some professors just be downright ugly to you, that's hard to deal with. I currently teach at 3 different places, and at none of those places do I feel ostracized or put down because I'm a female. I think in some of these places I feel like I'm put on a pedestal because, oh, you're a female and you're in science.